For NBA fans, the wait is almost over. The finals get underway tonight. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown of the Celtics visit Steph Curry, Klay Thompson of the Warriors at the Chase Center. And for Boston, it's this group's first finals appearance and the franchise's first since 2010. On the flip side, Golden State making its sixth trip in 8 seasons, looking for title number 4 in the Steve Kerr era. Take a look at some of these gamble trends here. Joe Osborne at Vegas Insider pointed this out. Warriors at home in the playoffs, 9-0, 7-2 ATS with a 14.6-point margin. Their first home game in each series wins by 16, 30, and 25. All right, I got my man Tim Doyle, the jacket looking fresh, the hammer out like Thor, Love and Thunder. And Tim, I learned so much from you last finals between the Bucks and the Suns. So you have a first game play that's sort of correlated to game 2 depending on the scenario. So please explain.
Yeah, I have the Celtics winning this series. All right, and I have them winning in 6, which means they have to win a game in San Francisco. So I want you to take a fixed amount. All right, for me, it's maybe $100 or $200 because why? I have 3 kids and I drive a minivan. For Tommy Tran, I don't know, $3,000, $5,000. We know what the standard bet there is at HQ, and you pick out that fixed amount and you bet the Celtics on the money line in game 1.
All right.
And if they go out there and lay an egg, Tommy, you double up in game number 2. They ain't losing both games, Tommy.
Plus 145. So again, if they win game 1, maybe sit tight on that. But if they lose, you double down there in game 2, correct?
Exactly. You double up in game 2. If you win game 1, that's it. You made your profit. You walk away. Think about if you're sitting in this Celtics locker room. Just from a defensive standpoint, no Giannis, no Drew Holiday, no Chris Middleton. Breathe. All right. Next series, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo. I mean, we're talking about some of the best defensive players in the entire NBA that the Celtics had to go through. Oh, and by the way, they beat Brooklyn, winning 2 games in Brooklyn in the first round of the playoffs. And now you get the Warriors. Hey, I love the Warriors too. They're exciting to watch. They score a lot of points. But Tommy, they have trouble guarding a chair at times. Defensively, they got some, not so great defensive players. I think the Celtics are going to attack the rim with no real rim protection there, and they are going to eat on the offensive end.
All right, it's going to have to go down to the Chase Center tonight. Let's move on to another futures bet here with the Finals MVP. Where are you going?
Yeah, I mean, everybody says that the Warriors win. That's the one thing that's missing on Steph Curry's resume is an NBA Finals MVP, but there's no value, right? Let's go to the Celtics. I'm picking the C's to win the series. And who could affect the game most on both ends of the floor? How about the Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart? He's going to be matched up with Steph, or he's going to be matched up with Klay. And can he dominate a series? Now, he did none such of the above as far as dominating Jimmy Butler. Jimmy did what Jimmy wanted to do, and Jimmy had a massive series. So Marcus Smart, you only average 12 points a game on the season in the regular season, but in the postseason, when he has given you 18 or more, the Celtics are undefeated. And obviously had a huge effort in game number 7 where he had 24 points. But how Smart can win this award, you basically have 2 ways. He can be outstanding on the defensive end, or he can go out there and get you 20 points a game. So you're getting 35 to 1. Is this probably going to win? Probably not. But the odds of Tommy are oh so juicy.
Speaking of odds that are oh so juicy, there is a potential scenario with the largest payout on a single MVP bet at Caesars Sportsbook. Golden State's Jordan Poole. Oh, what is that? Is that believe it or not? That's another Tim Doyle thing. We'll get there, but these are the odds to win MVP, okay? And so again, we talked about Marcus Smart being 35 to 1. Getting back to Poole, back in mid-April, the playoffs were just getting started. A bettor in Colorado, Tim, placed a $500 bet for him to win Finals MVP at 200 to 1. That would be almost like if you wanted Robert Williams today at that number.
Yeah, I mean, you seem like a genius, and you had great foresight because think about it, at that time, Steph was banged up, and Poole was starting to emerge as the main scoring option. So, we didn't really know. I know it seemed like it was like 3 years ago, what we were going to get from the Warriors in the postseason, right? Draymond was nicked up. Klay Thompson came back midseason. Steph was just coming back in the playoffs. Tommy, Steph didn't even start the first playoff series. It was Jordan Poole that was starting. So, yeah, you got amazing value there. You feel really good about your ticket. But at the end of the day, right, you got to win the series. And when Jordan Poole comes in the game, his light is ultra fluorescent green. I mean, here's a guy who is growing with confidence, and he is really emerging in our eyes. I think that him and Smart, we talked about both these guys the other day, are going to end up being the X Factors. I think whoever plays the best out of those two guys, that's going to ultimately swing the series. And yes, when I was 19 years old, yes, I was 19, still in high school. All right, don't ask me. I did 8th grade twice. Okay, my uncle made that coffee mug of me on the mug, which I don't know. Like, I wasn't bragging. It was just the first mug that I went out there and grabbed. But yeah, cheers to you, season 6, my friend.
I love it. All right, I think we have time for one more thing. I'm going to let you choose dealer's choice. Our producer, Brian Tully, would like to have some fun Ime Udoka Steph video, or do you want more of a storyline question your way?
No, I want fun. Fun,
okay,
Tommy,
good.
Fun.
All right, so we've got this video. Let's roll it because we found it. We have it at our disposal. We're going to put it in the chamber and get it down there. There's Udoka with Steph, back when Steph was wearing those Warriors jerseys when he was fighting it out with Monte Ellis, Tim.
You know what I love most about Udoka, and you could appreciate this, Nia Long. That was like, I had 2 posters in my room, okay? I had Larry Bird, the 3-letter man MVP, and I had Kelly Kapowski. But Nia Long, she was like, don't look in the closet. Oh, I can't sing that. You can't sing those songs anymore, right, Brett? Those, it's all like, I had the picture in there. So congratulations. He's done an awesome job. What a weird front office move when Brad Stevens stepped down, because talk about one of the great coaches in the NBA. He goes to the front office. He brings Udoka in. It wasn't necessarily pretty for the Celtics. They were hovering around 500 after 50 games. He brings in Al Horford, who's married to Miss Universe. You see how this is all coming together? Pretty people making things happen in the world, Tommy. I love it.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.